All right, so my video cut short. So back to what I was saying. Now, this is what the heart, out of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? So this is how you know a wicked person, right? And a person who got a lot of hate on their heart. When the first thing you say is "get out my house," as soon as something goes, like I'm talking about the most minute, smallest thing goes on, and you say "get out my house," bro, you a very hateful person. You got a lot of hateful energy on you. 5 in the morning, you start screaming and yelling and trying to get your point across over a remote. After a person tells you, "Hey, I can buy you another one." Hey, it's not a reason for you to get so upset because you have insurance that it will either get found or replaced, right? So that should, right there alone, should cover you. Secondly, when you tell the individual, "Hey, this is clearly not my fault," you can clearly see because you're tracing my route, you can see that somebody else moved this remote. And you're still belligerent and acting a fool, like you're looking for somebody to blame, you're pretty sick in the head. And you're causing trouble. All right. When you don't find it after you just did all that tirading, and then look, on top of this, you tell a person, "Hey, before you even go to sleep, hey, where's the remote at?" They tell you don't know. Then you ask them later on, they said that it was on the counter. So who's lying here? All right. I mean, then you come down here and look, and you see it's clearly not there. And then you're like, "Oh, it's your fault. It must be in your vehicle or something." Why in the hell would I take a remote in my car? That don't even make sense. All right. The nonsense we go through. The nonsense. Troublemakers at most. Now, you be like, "Oh, maybe you should have made light of the situation." No, it was a setup. It's always a setup with this dummy. And then she want to actually have me help her move? You want me to help move your crap after you talk crap and you steady trying to dominate when you are female trying to put yourself above a man. I'm not about to help you at all. You're not about to get my support no more. None of that. God don't teach that. I'm not about to pity you. No. All that I'm a woman type stuff, that's out the window. You know why? Because you showed your character too many times. It doesn't mean nothing. I could be so kind to this person, it means nothing. Because every chance they get a chance to, they're going to try to hurt me. She got mad. And you know what? Just imagine something even bigger than that. She would try. And you know what? Look. So this is how I know this woman's so vengeful, right? Because if you will blow up about a remote, what if I cheated on you? Oh my gosh. You'll try to kill me. And you know what? I seen her trying to connect the dots. Like literally, I seen this in the spiritual. I seen her trying to connect dots and trying to look for a way to figure it out or whatever have you. Here comes somebody to the left. I just said that's a dot too. Trying to figure it out. Now, if this is the police, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Cause you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and back up and just go ahead and ride. But then I'll come back. Just throw them off again. And then I'll take off again. Just throw them off again. And then they're gonna say, "Hey, well, we're gonna need you not to come up." And I was like, "All right, no problem." But it's not. So, or if it is, they're creeping real slow and they're being weird. Either or. Who knows? Now, like I said, so God speaks to me in a certain way and he lets me see things, right? So if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I know some individuals out here who know what I'm talking about. So I literally could see they little stars getting, they're not connecting like how they supposed to. A lot of these Nimrods and Nimcompoops need energy. Like she went and got some Red Bulls today, put them in the fridge. Somebody need to get their power up. Trying to feed the other losers. They all connected. It's a hive mind. They pass the energy down to each other, like the movie Platform, passing the food down. I give it to you too, buddy. Here, come get some of this energy. Ugh. But yeah, man. That's just how it goes. Nasty, wicked people. Nasty. I'm so mad. Now, and this a killer too, right? So on top of that, my children are being raised by a woman who wanted to help them be wicked, right? She tries to teach them to lie. Like my son called her out earlier. Or they'll play on words. Like, he's saying clean, right? But he's saying queen. He being funny, like, how in Family Guy, Stewie be saying words that be slurred, but he really saying alternate things, like he being funny, right? Play on words. That's what they be doing. Like, I used to catch her and her sister doing that crap all the time. Or they be in the cut whispering all the time. I used to be like, man, y'all knock that crap off. Why every time somebody come into the room with y'all got to be huddled up trying to whisper something? Doing wicked crap. But her sister supposed to be a child of God. She claims she into Christ and all this, but she's not. I know I got to reiterate this, but she's not. She's one of the ones who ain't. They fake it. It was a movie that I seen how women like to use that mask of saying, I'll be a church girl just to land a man. And that's what they do, real deceivers. And they be the biggest whores. They'll run they'll sleep around and play like, I'm a good girl. I don't do nothing. I'm holy. Man, get out of here. I ain't going for none of that. If you entertaining whores, listening to whore stories and all that stuff, you a whore yourself. Like, I ain't going for that. Nasty, man. Nasty. Now, being a very joyous day, I'm still in the righteous. I'm actually feeling really good. Like, it really wasn't no trouble. It was like, man, because I already foreseen the problem coming. I already seen the recipe because I've been here like a multitude of times with this chick. And it's like, the battle is not that. See, her way of thinking that she wins is, I got rid of you, get out my house type deal and all that. But the battle was, I didn't get angry. I didn't cuss her out. I didn't blow up. I didn't swing at her. I didn't do none of this type of stuff. I didn't get aggressive and all, no. I already seen it. When you take your time out of your busy schedule to start throwing stuff down the stairs at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the night because you moving and stuff, like, bro, you got a problem. And that's being lazy. But we're going to take it to a deeper level. It's witchcraft. We're doing magic because, like, you can see the signs of stuff, how stuff is placed around, and this is placed here, and we're going to say this, and we're going to do this, have him go here, sit right there, do that. You know what? The last few days, my son has talked the most I've ever heard him talk in his life. Like, out loud. Like, and I always knew my son can talk, but they try to say my son had autism. Because it was painting a picture. It was trying to paint a picture to make me believe it. This kid has a complete understanding, but he doesn't do it because he's been taught to be quiet. Because he used to always tell me like this little shush thing. Like, why? Who teaching you this? And every time I go to ask the question, everybody clams up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, who teaching you this? It's nonsense, man. Nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. And if people are teaching your kids to do this, which I'm pretty sure they are, it's nonsense. Now, I'm going to sit here and wait for my child to come out, and I'm going to tell them and pray for them. Tell them have a good day. Their mindset is going to the right, left. They focus on driving.